What's up, y'all? This is your boy Eddie Jackson. Welcome back to the Drop That Podcast. This is some hip hop talk, but before we get into that, this episode is brought to you by Layback TV. Over 10,000 channels, movies on demand, every sports channel, all the languages you can think of. But you gotta go on Layback TV to see how you can download it in your Apples, your Androids, and your Fire Sticks, okay? And give them a shout out on the Instagram, okay? Official_Layback TV, okay? Now, let's not waste any time. Let's get into some hip hop talk because this shit is spicy as fuck. Whoa! Alright, guys, a lot of shit has happened. Let's get out the releases so far out the way. We got De La Soul with Cabin in the Sky, another installment of the Legends Have It with releases from Mass Appeal. Nas and Mass Appeal have been on a fucking wrecking ship as far as releases go since the summer. They released albums from Raekwon, Ghostface Killer, Big L. I think there's another one. Oh, Mobb Deep. Shout out to that. It's fucking classic. And now De La Soul is next, and then we're going to end the year with Nas and DJ Premier's album together. So we're going to see what that's about. So shout out to De La Soul, the legends. Max B being released out of prison. Out of all these years, you know what I'm saying? He's coming back with a mixtape called Public Domain 7, The First Purge. I got on the Max B kind of era a little bit late, but doesn't matter anymore. Let's see what that shit's about. Lint, okay? I think I'm saying his name right. Lithe. Yo, he just put out an album. You know, remember that joint he did, Fallback? He put out an album called Euphoria. Y'all gotta fucking check this out, yo. This shit is a fucking sleeper, yo. It's a sleeper. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking dope album. You know, I thought he was a one-trick pony, and apparently, this nigga got some joints. You know, you got Don Toliver, you know, Cactus Jack's own part of the album. So I would definitely check that shit out. Now, here's the shit. We got Vlad from Vlad TV going at it with Joyner Lucas. Vlad TV does a lot of interviews, you know, certain people like Tony Yayo, who else? Oh, Boosie, okay? Your boy Boosie, badass. Does a lot of them. Michael Jai White, Aaron Spears, you name it. And, you know, he's done a lot of interviews. Apparently there was a back and forth ever since before the pandemic where, you know, Vlad was trying to get an interview with Joyner Lucas after his collaboration with Eminem, you know, because Joyner's on the Kamikaze album with Eminem. I think, but Joyner Lucas doesn't fuck with Vlad. That's the thing. He doesn't fuck with Vlad, but apparently his manager was still trying to fix a interview to possibly get it done. And now there's a possibility of a lawsuit because there was a repost by Joyner from one of the Vlad interviews with Aaron Spears where he's basically reposting, you know, because Joyner just got out of two things. One, the release of his new album ADHD Part 2. Y'all should check that out. I think that's probably one of the best albums this year. Definitely should have been considered for a Grammy. But that's just me. Because I think Joyner Lucas, because I think ADHD 2 is better than ADHD 1. And ADHD 1 from 2020 was, to me, one of the top two best albums of the year. And Joyner comes back with ADHD 2 that I feel like, aside from the Clips, Let God Sort 'Em Out album, I think this album is definitely in there for best album of the year. But not only that, but he just got out of the battle with the UK's own Skepta, which I critiqued on my episodes, and I feel Joyner won. Not because I'm doing USA bias, not because I'm a Joyner Lucas fan. I think he won because he kept it different. He kept it more competitive. I mean, Skepta, out of his 3 songs he released, one of them was pretty good. You know what I mean? The what is it? The round two. I think that was a dope record. I really enjoyed that record. He got it interesting. But Joyner came back with strong and strong records, and I think he ended it. But retweeted he retweeted a video from the Vlad TV interview with Aaron Spears, where they don't fuck with the UK Raptors, shit like that, making fun of it. But he didn't have no permission to use it because the Vlad TV logo did not show this and that. He didn't get credited. So I get where Vlad is at. I get that Joyner don't fuck with Vlad. Not everybody fucks with Vlad. He thinks everybody ends up dead or locked up after an interview with him. I think the problem is the manager. I think the manager miscommunicated a lot of fucking shit and fucked shit up to the point now that it could be excuse me a sec. Motherfuckers want to call while I'm filming. Where it could be Vlad TV, suing Joyner Lucas for like 5-6 digits or something like that. I think it's 5. It ain't that serious, but apparently that's where we're going with this. And Joyner said, "Don't give a fuck, man. Get your lawyers and do what you got to do. Suck my dick," type of shit. And now Vlad is really mad because you can't battle a rapper that knows how to write with words. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would guarantee right now Vlad ain't gonna get that Eminem interview. Due to this situation. Yeah, and I don't know. It's weird shit. Some people fuck with Vlad, like Whack 100 fucks with Vlad, Adam 22 fucks with Vlad, Akademiks fucks with Vlad. I mean, there was a time Joe Budden didn't fuck with Vlad. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I think I don't think it's gonna get serious. I think if they settle out, it's probably gonna be some document that they can't reveal certain details and shit like that. So I guess we'll see where it goes from there. But before we get out of here, because we don't got too much to digest on hip hop, here goes that Rory from Rory and Mal and Akademiks little feud. Now I remember, because I'm a Joe Budden podcast type of alumni to the point where fan. I'm a fan. Fan since day one type of shit. There are podcasts I was watching for years. I mean, they might be new titles to them now, but I was watching them for fucking years. You know what I'm saying? Like the Joe Budden podcast. Before it was called that, it was called I'll name this podcast later, or some shit like that. Where it was Joe, it was Rory, it was Mal. Eventually, it became the Joe Budden podcast, and then Rory and Mal, they're separated from Joe. Then you got Ice, you got Ish, you got Queen's Flip. You know what I'm saying? You got Mark, you got Mona now. After they had Mel, I mean, there are transitions with a lot of different podcasts that I've been a fan of, and now Rory and Mal got their new shit, with the Maris and stuff like that. So shout out to everybody. Much success to you. But here you go. With Akademiks, I was even watching when it was him and Joe Budden on Everyday Struggle, and then when Joe left, here came Wayno. So I was always watching this, you know what I mean? I believe Nadeska was part of Everyday Struggle too. So shout out to her. But Akademiks did not fuck with Rory. And then when they didn't fuck with each other, here goes Rory. Either he showed up or he got people to show up at Akademiks' crib. Left a note. Didn't matter what it said. You got a problem with me, you showed up at my crib. Akademiks, later down the road, get somebody, private investigator or whatever, takes pictures of Rory at the park with his child. I feel like none of these niggas are people who do shit. Not live a life like that. Because Rory pulls up to his crib not doing anything. I mean, to me, you show up at the crib, you know, whoever's crib it is. Like, for example, Rory shows up to Akademiks' crib. Akademiks could pretty much act the way he wants. If it means, you know, he got to pull out or he got to do what he do, make it do what he do, whatever, you know, whoop-de-woo. I mean, he's in his right. That's his property. You can't stop him. But apparently, you know, Rory did some dumb shit. But now, here comes more dumb shit with Akademiks. Fucking taking pictures, you know, people's kids and shit like that. I think that's even fucked up because now you're getting other people involved. So they're both guilty of doing dumb shit. I don't think no one's gonna die from this. Hell, I don't even think they're gonna fucking fight in the course of this. They should, but I don't think they will. Yeah, they really need to cut the shit out. I mean, because Rory's baby mama went on video, pretty much, you know, stop fucking with her, stop fucking with her child. She's not with. I mean, I don't know if she's mentioned she's with Rory, saying, you know, she mentioned she ain't married him. There's no ring on her finger, so I'm assuming, yeah, probably still fuck around, but it probably ain't that serious type shit. So she's not backing him. So I feel like I don't know, it's a weird situation regarding Akademiks and Rory. But I think they need to both stop before they get their shits, their platforms either questioned, sponsors questioned, and it gets too serious. But I think one person that I think would have like a better assessment of this, it ain't Wayno, it ain't the Breakfast Club, hell, it ain't even Vlad or Adam 22 or none of them. It's Joe Budden. I think Joe Budden would definitely give a better assessment to this due to the fact that he worked closely with both. You know what I'm saying? He worked closely with Akademiks on Everyday Struggle, and he was on the Joe Budden podcast. He started that shit with Rory along with Maul. He would give a better assessment of where the fuck this messed up, where it's going, all of that shit. I mean, I know people are talking shit that Rory is a racist. He never saw a black woman attractive. I mean, he's not. I don't know. I don't think he's a racist, and I don't think he okay, he has a preference. What if he said he didn't find white women attractive, and he's white, motherfucking ginger? Is the white people coming to execute him? You know, call him a racist against his own kind? I think it's a little bit of a naive bias type shit, you know. I don't think he's a racist because look who he's. Maul's black. Damaris is a black woman. His baby mama, you could tell she black. Mm-hmm. Joe Budden was black when he worked with him. So if he was racist, I think the black people around him would have known this. But I think it's just a weird shit, you know, and he just got caught trolling. You know what I'm saying? It's just a preference thing. You know, maybe you shouldn't go on Twitter spaces, you know, make it worse. But, you know, free publicity is good publicity, I guess, in some world. In the entertainment business is kind of true. But I don't think he's a racist, but it doesn't fucking matter. I think they should stop before someone gets hurt. And when I mean by hurt, I mean their feelings. But that's all I got. This is the Drop That Podcast and Hip Hop Talk. I'm your boy Eddie Jax. Y'all hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit the comments if you disagree, because I'll be happy to respond to it as well. But that's just my assessment, all right? Y'all be easy. Peace.